Hi guys, I'm going to do a question that's in June 2000 on vectors in multiple choice number 6. So the question starts off showing a parallelogram of some sorts, like this. And I think it says A, B, C, D, and then they say that vector AB is equal to AD, which is equal to A. So basically they're saying that this vector over here is A and this vector over here is also A, and they have an angle in between of 60 degrees. Okay, so you have, then the question is AB plus AD, and then they want the magnitude. So every time you see these two lines, this double line here, it means magnitude, and it means that you're going to do the distance formula of the components. Now, what are the components? Well, the components, when you don't have a Cartesian plane, are the cosine and the sine of each of the vectors. So we're going to go with vector AB, which they said is A, right? So you're going to do A times the cosine of 60, comma, A the sine of 60 for the AB. So A cosine of 60 is A times a half, and A sine of 60 is root 3 over 2. So there's your components for the AB. Now in green, I'm going to do the AD. AD. So AD, if you look at it, the direction is, if you're looking this on a Cartesian plane like that, this is in the completely on the x-axis, so the direction is 0 degrees. So basically you're going to do A cosine of 0, comma, A sine of 0. Now the cosine of 0, if you look at the Cartesian plane, the x is 1, the y is 0. So you're going to say A times 1, comma, A times 0. These are your components, 1A and A0. I'm going to double up the screen right now, and we're going to just add the components now. So you basically add this with this, and then you add this with this. This is called adding vectors. You're adding each individual component. And once we get the final vector, we're going to do the Pythagoras formula to get the magnitude. So we're going to go. I'll do this in black. So 1/2 A plus 1A, comma, root 3 over 2A plus 0 times A is still 0. So there is your component, or there are your components for your AB plus AD vector. So this represents AB plus AD. So we're going to add now. So 1/2 and 1A, that makes 3A over 2, comma, root 3 over 2A. There's your components for your vector of addition. Now they want the magnitude, so you're going to go over here and you're going to do the 3A over 2 squared, just like Pythagoras or the distance formula. If you had coordinates, you would have subtracted within the brackets, but here we actually have the components. And then it's 3 over 2A, and this is squared. So let's take it down here. This makes 9A squared over 4, and this makes 3A over 4 and squared. And then when you add that up, that makes 12A squared over 4, which is equal to root 3A squared. And when you square root the 2 with the square root, it cancels out. So your final answer is root 3A. Okay, hope that helps.